today we're at Wayfair at Garden Crossing Apartments, and we're talking with Lieutenant David Sharp with the Burlington Fire Department. And our topic today is going to be smoke alarms. Smoke alarms have been in the news lately, and I know that's a near and dear topic to you and all of the fellas and ladies at the Burlington Fire Department. So tell us a little bit more about why we're talking about smoke alarms today.
Absolutely. So within the city of Burlington, we've had a fire fatality. Additionally, the city of Greensboro had a fire fatality involving several children, and in that situation they had smoke alarms, but unfortunately the smoke alarms were not working. So we want to get the message out. We want to make sure everybody in Burlington has working smoke alarms. And
there's actually a North Carolina ordinance about smoke alarms?
Yes, there's North Carolina General Statute 42-42, and there's also Senate Bill 77. Both of those dictate in an apartment or multifamily dwelling situations when the tenant versus when the landlord, who's responsible for what with smoke alarms. In those situations, the tenant moves in, the landlord is supposed to provide a working smoke alarm with a fresh battery. Unless it's written in the contract, the tenant is actually supposed to be responsible for changing the batteries out twice a year.
So it most times is the tenant's responsibility to keep those batteries fresh?
Yes, so it's the landlord's responsibility to provide a working smoke alarm, but it's the tenant's responsibility, unless it's in the contract, to be responsible for changing the batteries in the smoke alarm. Now, if the smoke alarm becomes damaged, they're supposed to notify the landlord. The landlord has a certain amount of days. They're supposed to provide a new working functional smoke alarm.
And all of this can be found in our North Carolina statutes?
Yes, all can be found online.
Very good, very good. The type of alarms that people get, there's so many out there, and people may have a lot of misinformation or just be totally confused about what type of smoke alarm to get or what is adequate for them. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Absolutely. So there's photoelectric alarms, there's also ionization alarms, there's combination photoelectric and ionization alarms, there's carbon monoxide alarms, and there's also alarms that have a combination of smoke and carbon monoxide detection. Your ionization alarms are for fast developing fires, and they're also a nuisance problem. So if you don't want to have an ionization alarm in a kitchen area or outside a shower area, because the particles from the steam from the shower and from the cooking in the kitchen, you're more likely to have a nuisance smoke alarm activation as opposed to photoelectric. The National Fire Protection Association and FPA does recommend having a combination of both types of units throughout your house. So it's important to have photoelectric in areas that you might have steam or cooking incidents, but have your ionization alarms throughout other areas of your house, such as your bedrooms.
So when you do have that alarm that goes off when you've burned your toast or when you're taking your shower, what do you do? What's the safest thing to do?
The most important thing is you don't want to take the batteries out. You don't want to disconnect the smoke alarm. A lot of your newer alarms especially have a specific button just for, they call it the hush function. And when you hit that button, it gives you enough time to either let the steam out of the area or let the smoke from the cooking incident dissipate. But the main thing is you never want to disconnect your smoke alarm or disconnect the battery.
And the reason is you might not remember to connect it back?
Absolutely. You might finish dinner, finish your shower, then forget all about that battery that you left out.
And what is your maintenance for a smoke alarm? Because I know every October it's Fire Prevention Month and you know, daylight saving time, so we know we change our batteries then. So is there another time of year, or is there something else we need to be doing?
So part of that push we do in October, we say when you change your clocks, change your batteries. So in October and then the spring, when you change the spring forward, you want to change your batteries twice a year. In addition to that, on a monthly basis, hit the test button to test the functionality of the smoke alarm. Additionally, periodically go through your house, and if you see any accumulations of dust or cobwebs in the area of your smoke alarms, go through a compressed air or a vacuum cleaner and just lightly kind of clean the area around the smoke alarm.
What's the average lifespan of a smoke alarm? When do you replace the whole thing itself?
Smoke alarms have a 10-year lifespan on them, and if you turn the smoke alarm over on the back side of the unit, it's actually a sticker or a stamp on there. It shows the date and the year of the manufactured smoke alarm, and they're 10-year smoke alarms. So if you notice your smoke alarm is manufactured 10 years or more, you're supposed to take it out and replace it with a new smoke alarm. They also have new units. What we're pushing now is 10-year lithium-ion sealed battery units. So you buy the smoke alarm with a lithium-ion battery in it, you put it up, install it, and for the 10 years life of the alarm, you don't have to worry about changing batteries twice a year.
So to kind of wrap up, we kind of know what we're shopping for, why we're shopping for it, and what we need to do, but where can we find smoke alarms?
So any of your home improvement stores, big box stores, Lowe's, Home Improvement, Home Depot, all those stores have smoke alarms, different combinations of the combination units, just the single photoelectric or ionization units, combination smoke alarm and carbon monoxide detection. Or additionally, we offer the program through the city at Burlington Fire Department. You can contact the fire department, and we have smoke alarms if you are elderly or disabled and need assistance with that, or if you're low income on government assistance.
That's very good to know. And if we have any questions, if we're still confused about smoke alarms, is it okay to call the fire department?
Absolutely. Feel free to call the fire department.
Good. Thank you, Lieutenant David Sharp with the Burlington Fire Department, for this very informative segment on smoke alarms, and hopefully we can help save some lives.
Absolutely.